Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be basically explaining why Modern Warfare 3 is both bad and also semi-good. Now, this game has been getting a lot of backlash recently. You've probably seen it. I most definitely have seen it. But why is that? Is it because of the $70 price tag that this game has, and it is essentially just a DLC to Modern Warfare 2, which is also locked behind another loading screen, as you can probably see here? Why? Why is this? Why do I have to launch Modern Warfare 3 just to launch a Modern Warfare 2? Which probably takes close to a minute to do because of how long the loading takes. But regardless, is that the main reason why people hate it, or what is it? Well, besides the whole MW2 loading screen, or, being locked behind this, I think there's a couple of other reasons, which I'm going to be getting into in this video. Now, obviously, I could nitpick and just go basically at every little thing that this game has to offer and just say, oh, this is bad, oh, this is bad, oh, this is bad. But personally, I'm just going to go off of the stuff that I mainly dislike, because everybody will nitpick at every little thing, but I'm going to just go over what I'm not a big fan of, honestly. Now, I will say that this game does run better than what MW2 did, because what MW2 did, well, like frame rate wise, was like, for my PC, it was running at like 80-90 frames if it was like really intense, like explosions, gunshots everywhere. But I'd probably say it was about 100 FPS most of the time. On here, I'm able to get about 130, 140 most of the time, even with gunshots and everything, and that's actually pretty nice. But considering the graphics don't exactly look as good as what you would probably expect, especially considering how good Modern Warfare 2019 looked if you had everything cranked all the way up without your PC trying to turn into a literal brick of C4, it looked really nice. We've really had a somewhat downgrade in graphics, but I mean, it kind of went downhill as soon as Vanguard released. I mean, Cold War obviously wasn't that good on graphics. I mean, it looked good, but it wasn't like Modern Warfare 2019 good, if you know what I mean. But everything after Vanguard just went straight into the trash. But as for like weapons and stuff, I don't know if people have really been complaining all that much, but personally, the only things I've really had a problem with, honestly, is two things. Well, one thing is weapon balancing, as you're probably expecting. I would say that the Modern Warfare 3 gun, they're good, but at the same time, you almost need certain things to make them good, and you could say the same thing for MW2 weapons or any other gun in any Call of Duty. But at the same time, with these guns, I mean, you can kind of figure out something. With these guns, it's almost necessary to find like a certain combination, because if you don't, you're kind of screwing yourself over at that point. And then for the weapon balancing over here is because what most people were thinking is, oh wait, if they're implementing all the guns from MW2 in order, or like into MW3, how are they going to balance it out to where they're able to compete with MW3 guns? And my answer is they kind of do, because I haven't tried all of these. I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't tried all of the old MW2 guns. I hate that I'm already calling them old. Wow. But the thing is, the only ones I've really tried personally is going to be the M4, and I believe it was the TAC-56 and the MP7. And honestly, they were pretty decent. I mean, the M4, it really needs some rebalancing. Like, the recoil on the M4 is pretty horrendous, not gonna lie. Like, considering that there was a huge recoil reduction for MW3 guns, Modern Warfare 2 guns, they still have quite a bit of recoil. I don't know if that was intentional or what, but it just does not work in my opinion. As for like MW3 guns, like how they work, I mean, most of them are pretty solid. Like I said, certain attachments, it makes the game either a lot easier recoil wise, or it makes your life a whole lot harder. Assault rifles, very pleasing to get kills with, pretty easy. Battle rifles, we don't talk about them, they suck. The BAS-B is okay. SMGs, they're decent. I wouldn't exactly say they're my favorite. Shotguns, yeah, we're gonna skip over that. LMGs, I will say that these were a pain to level up. I don't know why that was, but I will say that the most satisfying LMG in this entire group has to be the Tech Evolver. like revolver or revolver, I don't know. Anyways, this one was the most satisfying one to play with and level up. It was probably one of the fastest ones I've probably leveled up thus far too, like surprisingly enough. The rest of these were an absolute nightmare. I mean, the Holger was okay, but it was pretty painful. Marksman rifles, pain. I mean, I guess I could see them becoming a meta in like the next season, but like right now they're not exactly great to use. Plus, you would think that for a marksman rifle, the recoil wouldn't be that bad. These things act as if they're a sniper rifle. Which, speaking of sniper rifles, so with sniper rifles, the thing is with these is, I'm not gonna say the snipers are necessarily bad. No, I take that back. They're pretty bad. But the Mw3 sniper rifles are just a whole lot more satisfying. I don't care who says, they're gonna be like, oh no, the Mw3 sniper rifles are so much better. The thing is, I haven't tried all of these out. I haven't. I have yet to try the longbow. I have yet to try the heavy inhibitor, or whatever the heck that thing came out of, like freaking Destiny 2 or like Titanfall 2, whatever the crap that name is. But anyways, the only ones I've tried is the XRK Stalker and the Cat AMR. Literally. Anyways, besides the point, these guns, or these sniper rifles, are not exactly, I'm not a fan of. I've never had to really say this about a Call of Duty game, but they are hard to get kills with. I don't know what it is, but getting a kill with these sniper rifles in this game in particular is an absolute nightmare. Getting sniper kills on MW2 was so easy. MW3, no, it's like the complete opposite. Handguns, I will say that all of these are good. I like how there's only a couple and I'm scrolling. But the thing is, all of these are good except until you get the, what is it, the TYR or TUR? I don't know. Anyways, this specific revolver is going to give me like a certain form of PTSD because I hate it so incredibly much. Why? Well, it's not necessarily that the fire rate or anything is really bad. It's the fact that the thing acts like if... How can I describe this? It acts like if it's like a freaking AA gun or freaking whatever. The bullets take 10 business days to reach the target, and by the time it does, you could be like in the Matrix, dodging the bullets. I kid you not, I have dumped an entire magazine into a guy in hardcore team deathmatch, and the guy will just barely move out the way. Yes, I might have bad aim, but at the same time, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I was dealing with the guy from the Matrix over here, like bobbing and weaving, like... What the heck is this? I went through like a whole magazine on one guy and I still died. The bullets just take so long to reach the target. The launchers are, well, there's only two. These are probably the both best and worst addition to Call of Duty yet. Why? I mean, the grenade launcher is not exactly a problem in team deathmatch, but in hardcore team deathmatch, oh my gosh, this specific gun makes everybody's life miserable. Then there's this thing, which is literally something straight out of like freaking Titanfall. I don't even know, and it won't even load. This is like something straight out of like freaking Titanfall 2 over here, and it's basically an EMP gun. I mean, the name should just kind of, you know, kind of give away what it is. Basically, it just EMPs whatever it shoots at. Can it kill a person? I have no idea. I still have yet to try. Can it kill anything else, like electronic-wise? Oh, most definitely. So, I'd probably say that these are pretty good. Really annoying. I haven't really tried it yet. I just equipped it. Melee weapons. Now, honestly, there's not much to say here. I mean, it's literally just melee weapons. I mean, I did go over, I think... some of them in Model for 2019, and I used to say which ones were better or worse, but at the same time, they all kind of are their own thing. I would probably say the one with the most reach, though, would probably be like the dual Kadaichis, or maybe like, I swear, though, the riot shield has like some kind of aimbot sometimes, though, because the person wouldn't even be looking at you, and the riot shield would still like launch in your direction. But everything else, I really don't know. I haven't really done a whole lot of testing. But that is all the weapons and what I have to say about them. Anything tactical or lethal wise, there hasn't been really that much of a change. This is what also people have been getting mad about. I don't really know why, honestly. The gloves, boots, and gear. people are getting mad over this. Honestly, I really don't care about all this. It's probably because people are like, they're so used to another system, but I like the covert sneakers. It gives me dead silence. This reload while sprinting. I like the fact that it gives you multiple options. I mean, I don't see a problem with it. Unless somebody tells me and like explains it more in detail, I really can't see anything wrong with this personally. So yeah, that's all I've really got to say about this part of it. Now, as to actual like menu wise and or like actually let me start with gameplay. Gameplay is pretty nice. Because that's gonna be way easier to explain, and then I can get into the menu type of things. Gameplay is pretty nice regardless. I mean, it's like any other Call of Duty. I think the only two things that stand out, and I might put some gameplay over this, I don't really know, I'll figure it out. But the thing is, I think the main issue is the fact that there are just two things that make this game a whole lot worse than a lot of the other Call of Duties. One, the spawn points, and two, visual quality. And what do you mean by visual quality? I mean the fact that a guy could be running a completely different skin and he couldn't even blend in. It wouldn't even look like he would blend in, and he would just disappear if he hid behind a certain object. Maybe I'm blind. Maybe it's just the game. I don't know. But regardless, I cannot see half of these players. I don't really know how that works. I think that the visual quality has honestly gone down. Like with this game, Modern Warfare 2 wasn't even that bad. Modern Warfare 3 though, visual quality, it has went down the drain. Spawn points. The reason why I say spawn points are an issue is because, well, they just are. If you've played any of MW3, spawn points are one of the primary issues that I probably would have to say with gameplay, other than, you know, people just being sweats. Because for maps that would be super big, you would still have the occasional revenge spawn, and what I mean by that is people would spawn behind you and get a free kill. People have been theorizing that there are these things called revenge spawns. Are they true? Are they not? I don't know. Anyways, the thing is, people will spawn behind you and just kill you, get a revenge kill. It's stupid. I hate it. It could be one of those big maps, super long. There's a ton of spawn space. You would think that the game would optimize it to put you in the most safe location, or like make it to where the enemies don't spawn right on you. No, that is the complete opposite of what the game does, and it will spawn the enemy either right behind you, to the side of you. Heck, it might even spawn them in front of you to give you a revenge kill. The thing is, the spawns in this game are so incredibly whack that any map itself acts like shipment 24/7, or dare I say it, meat 24/7. Now, I don't really have a problem necessarily with the maps themselves. People are saying like map variety. I mean, yeah, they're basically reusing old maps to kind of give like the nostalgia feel of things, and honestly, I understand that. But I feel like what they could have done that would have been better is just added all the old maps from like previous COD games onto a new COD title, because I hate that when a new Call of Duty releases, that instead of basically giving a small selection of maps, they could just add on, or like, because this game they just basically stole maps from the original MW2 and just slapped them on here and called it new. They could have added all the maps from MW2 into MW3 so that you would be constantly getting a new experience. And if they didn't want to, they wouldn't have to change anything like spawn related or anything. I mean, yeah, they might have to if it's a new game because of the new engine or everything, whatever they use. But the thing is, they wouldn't have to change a whole lot. They would just basically take all the stuff from MW2, because this takes place after MW2 apparently. So basically just take all the old maps from MW2, slap them onto MW3 along with the maps that we have now, and that would be great. It might be slightly closer to the price tag. At the current moment, it's probably around the 50s, maybe. Now that I'm done with more like the gameplay aspect of things, there might have been something I missed. If I did, just let me know down in the comment section below. And yeah, let's get into more of the menu side of things. Now, I already explained at the beginning of the video how, I'm not trying to leave the game, but the thing is, how you have to basically go into MW3 or the Call of Duty HQ to launch MW2, which honestly, I have to say, this is a real pain. For anybody that has played MW2, you would know this, because the thing is, in order to get into MW2 now, it doesn't matter if you go straight into Blizzard or whatever you use, I guess Steam, I think. Yeah. The thing is, regardless, you would have to launch MW3 or Call of Duty HQ is what they're calling it. Then you have to open up a whole different game, which is MW2, and that takes about a minute-ish, depending on your system alone. And heck, you might even get hit with the restart. What is it? Restart required because the update that you get. And then it takes you even longer. And it might even send you back to the HQ, apparently, from what I read. So, apart from that, I would probably say that the main issue is that this looks like freaking Hulu half the time.
I was trying to figure out why they would use horizontal tiles. But now I know why. It's because they love Hulu, and or used to work for them. Here is a comparison between the UIs of Hulu and Modern Warfare 2. They look very, very similar. Some have even said that the UI developers came from Hulu. I have no idea if that's true or not, but the fact remains. They're very similar, and a lot of people don't like it.
It looks like I'm trying to like find a certain series on freaking Hulu. I'm pretty sure almost everybody that has played this game agrees. And then zombies. Now, obviously, people have said something about the campaign. I don't know whether it's true or not, but they said when the game first released that if you played the campaign, you would have the potential to, or like the potential ability to lose all of your progress on your current account and also your COD points. I don't know how valid that is, so don't take my word for it, but or just take it with a grain of salt. But the thing is, I have yet to play the campaign. People have said it sucks. You can probably find a video of it on YouTube. Honestly, I've watched snippets and it just doesn't look that great to me, so I'm not even gonna bother. I honestly started getting kind of bored by the end of MW2 campaign, which is why I kind of stopped recording it personally. So that's just why. Ranked play, the reason why I'm probably not gonna do ranked play now is going to probably be the fact that the only reason I played it was for the custom skins. Now, I didn't know that people got mad about how these skins look, which I'm actually going to mention real quick. It's not going to take me more than a minute. But the skins for the CDL is something like this. This was for MW2. These are the competitors. If it loads, please. Hello? Will it load? Oh, maybe it'll load here. Hold on. Is it going to load? This is another thing that I hate. It takes so long to load anything in this game, and you would think, oh, it wouldn't take that long considering that like lower quality. Not to mention, I run at like 42 frames in the menu, but then the moment I get into the game, I'll run at 140. That makes no sense, and I have no ability to change that, like any option to change that myself that I can see personally. I've tried doing research about it. I can't find anything on it, so maybe I'm just blind. I don't know. I'm not gonna bother with it. It ain't affecting me that much, but. The thing is, this is the CDL skin for MW2 right here. I got to Diamond in Ranked. Not trying to like brag or anything, but the thing is, because I didn't get that high. But this looked decent in my opinion. I love the color blue. This is my CDL skin. I love running it most of the time. I kind of took a break from it to run the soap skin right here, as you can probably tell, the soap mask, because it's so nice. But the new CDL skins are something like this. Where is it? Trying to find it. Where the heck is it? Division rewards. So stuff like this, for example, if it loads. So these are the new CDL skins. I'm not even joking. They just look like people that have eggs as heads. I'm not even kidding. Now, obviously, it's probably just the same model, but without the hoodie. But at the same time, it just doesn't look as good, like, in my opinion. I don't know, the beanie, it doesn't work. It doesn't seem like something I would grind for. The only part that even remotely looked good was, like, the iridescent, because it has 3 lines instead of 1. But apart from iridescent and top 250 for the actual skins, this is not something I would run on a day-to-day basis of playing this game. It just doesn't look good. It just doesn't. It's not really worth my time. Now back to zombies. This loading time sucks. But when zombies was introduced to this, I was thinking more of like a round-based type thing, honestly. But this was not at all the case, mainly due to the fact that this is actually more of like a DMZ type zombies thing. And at first I was like, oh, maybe it's going to remind me a lot of Cold War. No. The reason why, and I might even show some gameplay footage of that too. But the thing is, the reason why it's not like Cold War is because Cold War had, well, obviously there's exfils, but the thing is, there was zones. You would continue on through the Aether reactor, or Aether, I don't know, the reactor, and you would keep going until you didn't want to go anymore, and the more you kept going, the more difficult that it would get. In this, it's completely different. In regards to, you don't go into a new area, you stay on the Warzone map itself, and there's different zones. So there's like zone, I don't know what they're actually like registered as at this current moment in time, I can't remember, but the thing is, there's like zone 1, 2, and 3, and it gets more difficult per zone that you go into. So zone 1, it takes a couple bullets to kill a zombie. Zone 2, it could take an entire mag if you don't have it pack punched. Zone 3 could take up to like 3 mags probably, I don't even know. The zombies just get way more difficult, and it's just, the main issue that I have with this is, it feels like you're doing chores when you're doing the quest. It doesn't even feel very rewarding. And 2, half of the map is covered in either zone 2 or zone 3, so the zone 1 is complete, like the complete outer edge of the map, and that really, it makes it very difficult to do anything or to get around the map, because if you go too deep, you'll accidentally run into a boss, or you go in too deep, then you get killed by a bunch of zombies that you can't even fight back from. And you would think, oh, if you're in a vehicle, you can just run them over. No, they damage your vehicle, so that means if you run over, like, I don't know, 9 zombies, your vehicle might explode. So it just makes it a whole lot harder, and it's not worth the pain, in my opinion. I've played this this mode like maybe 3 or 4 times, and then I just gave up on it. And I was also using a shotgun, and the shotgun itself wasn't even doing that much. So do I think this mode has potential to be better in the future? Maybe. But I think the zones themselves have to be shrink, and what I mean by that is the zones like the tier 2 and tier 3 zone, if they pushed it more inwards and gave zone 1, the more basic zone, a little bit more of an area to where people can move around a lot more, and they give them a little bit more breathing room, that would be a lot better in my opinion. But the way that it's laid out right now is a real pain, and just, it makes it a lot harder on the players. It really does. I do like that everybody's teamed up and they can help each other, but at the same time, it just feels like a strain most of the time, so I just don't play this mode. That's why. Now, as for Warzone itself, for MW3, not a whole lot has changed. Not really much. I mean, apart from the map itself, which is essentially the zombies map, not really much has changed in the aspect of that. You can't play DMZ unless you launch MW2, which is basically what it is down here, but you have to load a whole different screen just to play DMZ, which I don't know why they put it in the Warzone thing. I mean, technically it is Warzone, but if they're gonna do that, then just squish it down here with the rest of this. I mean, I think there's a new Resurgence map, and apparently people are theorizing that they're going to be bringing back, what is it? Not Ashika Island, what is the other map? The one with the prison. I forgot what it's called. I haven't played it in so long. I used to do videos about it all the time, but they're bringing that map back, apparently. I don't know about that all much. I haven't really done a whole, like, deep dive into that, but apparently they're bringing that back, supposedly. But with the way that the game's going right now, I don't think that a whole lot of people are going to be hyped for it, and if they are, it's going to be people that currently have MW3 rather than people that want to get MW3. So unless you've been here since the either early or late days of MW 2019 and you know what I'm talking about map wise, you're probably not gonna be like, it's not really anything super exciting. So yeah, apart from that, I don't really have a lot more to review on this game. There really isn't a whole lot. Private match obviously, but there's not a whole lot to review about this game. This game, it has a lot of problems they need to really fix. I don't really, it's hard to have a positive opinion about this game. I'm not trying to be completely negative about this game. I'm really not. But it's hard to be positive when most of the stuff about this game is mostly negative. Like, this is one of the things. This will be the last thing before I end this video off. The thing is, they have to make a Modern Warfare 2 mosh pit. This is the only time that you will ever see Modern Warfare 2 maps in MW3. This will be the only time, and it's not even all of them, it's some of them. But yeah, that is all I really have to say about this game. Whether you like it, whether you hate it, I mean, I don't really know. I know that they're going to be releasing new COD games in the future. What is it, Gulf War or something? And people are supposedly thinking they're going to be releasing Black Ops 2 Remastered. I don't know how valid that is, but if they do, I might get that, because honestly, I just love Black Ops 2 in general, so... Thank you for watching. I hope this video gave you a little bit more of an insight on how MW3 is, how it's doing at the moment. The player base, or like the player amount, has really dwindled over a little while. You probably go look at another video to see like more statistical wise on how low it's gotten, but I don't know the exact number, so I can't really give that at this current moment. But apparently the player base has really dropped in number wise for Call of Duty at the moment. So yeah, that's all I have to really say. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.